And I will. All right. So Sam Mackie is in the room. S Mackie. And Crazy Duck, what's up? Ali, also all the folks that came in the meantime, what's up? Welcome on in. Hello, hello. So we're doing Samuel Mackie now. Let's jump to the about. Well, sound here. So first, I should zoom in too. Sorry, zoom in. There we go. Sam Mackie, sound design.
Leading with a reel.
Links to the same thing. All right. Leading with a reel, yeah, killer. And the reel is 53 seconds. All right, I like it. I like it already. Okay, reel credits about. This is a similar kind of page to Harold's as far as like, click a link and it scrolls down for you. Got it. Okay, collaborative, personal, composition, other. Okay, so sound designer specialized in game audio, living near Guildford, UK. Introduced to MIDI sequencing as a teenager, I quickly fell down the rabbit hole. Whoa. So sound designer specialized as third person, and then I quickly fell down as first person.
Yeah.
Deal with that, Samuel. I quickly fell down the rabbit hole of esoteric electronic music while at college, resulting in a deep interest in the appreciation and application of digital processing techniques in contexts ranging from web applications and gameplay sequences. Sorry, what? Resulting in a deep interest in the appreciation and application of digital processing techniques in contexts ranging from web applications to gameplay sequences. All right, got it. So I read that weird.
It's the kind of sentence that sounds really academic to me.
Yeah, it was really long too.
Like overly wordy.
It kept going. Kept going. I think you could probably make that. Yeah, I had a hard time internalizing what I was reading by the end of that sentence. I couldn't keep up. Graduating from Kiel University with a degree in music technology, first class honors, killed it. Extensive self-education in game audio history, skill sets, and the completion of personal audio design. This is one sentence too. And implementation projects has led me to work on upcoming PC titles while I seek a permanent in-house position at a development studio of any size location. That is so long, man. Oh, jeez.
That is a college resume sentence right there.
This needs some love. This resume. This bio. I didn't internalize any of the information from that last paragraph. Just trying to get through it.
Well, it wasn't a paragraph; it was a sentence.
Good point.
Sorry, Sam.
Extensive self-education in audio history, skill sets, and the completion of personal audio design. And I can't read this sentence, man. I need you to just edit that for me. I can't get through it. But that's probably an indication of what you could do on the site. So we'll start with that. What is this? Portfolio. There's a link here. What is this? There's like something here. Oh, there it was. I can't. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there is a resume.
Oh,
Goes to a PDF, and this one goes somewhere else. Like, what is this one? It's forbidden.
oh, it goes to that. It's going to the
Oh, to the root.
directory
Yeah.
that the resume is in. Yeah.
Sam, your site's weird, dude. It's okay. We can fix this.
Oh,
And okay, here's the PDF. Great. Fine. Excellent. We won't review the PDF. Oh no! Get back here. Close the window. Also, I would recommend for stuff like the resume link, when you click it, you might as well open a new window. Because that's the kind of thing that I click personally with the intention to like glance at it later on. Just like open it for later.
yeah.
So it might be worthwhile just to throw. It's like really easy to do in code. Just like new tab.
Yeah.
Probably worthwhile. And that goes for all this stuff actually. I assume they'll all work the same way. Yeah. So like Twitter and LinkedIn and other stuff, you might as well open another tab because you want people to be on your site and looking at your stuff.
I have a hate, sorry, too, on the mail to links because I always use Gmail and those links try to open up a mail program on my computer, which half the time I've never set up.
Yeah. Yeah. Is this even is this like, okay, it is text. Good. It's not an image. Well, that's good at least. But I agree with that. Also, this is a link. What's a link to? Wow, that was so hidden, man. So this image, if you click the image, it opens up, it like uncollapses his favorite releases of 2016.
Oh,
Um,
Easter egg.
yeah, it's like a hidden Easter egg, I guess. Is that intended? I guess it's intended. It can't be not intended. It's
If it's intended, that's cool.
inside an Overwatch. Hell yeah. Civ 6, not bad either. All right. Cool. Well, Twitter, LinkedIn, Vimeo, SoundCloud, and great. So
The-
let's go to. Oh wait, this is like he credits
There's a
this stuff,
posts
about this
thing.
stuff, and posts. What is posts? Oh,
It goes to two things, and then there's one thing.
yeah, Sam. If you have a post going elsewhere, and it's two things, and one isn't anything, just go to the analytical ones, man. Don't bother.
But then there's only one thing in the analytical.
Post.
It's post.
Post. Perception
post.
versus reality. How science manipulates the perception of visual images in the genre of horror films. Cool. I would be interested in reading this.
Yeah,
Um,
but
Yeah.
to be nitpicky, that's a post,
it is a post.
not posts.
But I mean, the thing is, we always see the. I mean, it doesn't say blog. And oftentimes it's like,
Yep.
go to the blog. And we're like, we always take bets. I'm like, when was the last post made?
yeah,
And it's like August, or like, and once was like 2 years ago. We're like, what the hell? Get this off your page right now.
I do like that it's not called a blog, and there is no date on it, because it's a big, like, yeah, I want to come back and read this later. Like, it's a big
Mhm.
in-depth thing, which looks cool. Like, I want to check it out. So I think it's a cool thing to have there. It's just sort of presentation-wise, like, I think can be cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah, to get into it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I guess like if it says posts, then you
Just
are
get two things in there. Get another one.
yeah,
and then your posts.
you are
That's all.
burdened. You are burdened with the expectation of two things at least. Anyways, yeah. So we'll get back here. Great. So let's watch the reel. Yes.
Yes.
All right. And again, we're looking for presentation and material selection. So I have your information here on Skype. My task here he is. Yeah. So presentation, material selection, content quality, and distinction. We'll have a look here. 53 seconds. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Playing.
All right.
Okay. Okay. Oh, hold up. There we go. All right. So, first impressions, Matt.
It was not bad. It was not bad. There's a couple things I actually liked in there. I first impression was I disagree with the order of things.
Mm.
Led with a film thing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm always like, yeah. I'm just looking at the site again. Yeah, it's like, yeah, everything about your site is game focused, and then you led with a film thing.
Mm-hmm. True.
The redesign of the fighting sequence and showing the Wise profiler, I thought it was a cool way to show that you'd implemented stuff into the game.
Joey says, side note, Guilty Gear models are 3D, not 2D. Oh, laying it down. And then Carson says, side note, Guilty Gear is beautiful. Thanks. All right. Yeah, I agree. I mean, right here it says in your bio, sound designer specialized in game audio. So
Yeah.
when your reel has non-game audio stuff, then it's kind of it's not a Burns or says Joey. If it has non-game stuff, then it leads you to question like, well, how specialized are you really?
Still think it's totally good stuff to have in there. I
Yep.
just wouldn't lead with a film thing.
Yo, does this video have an alpha channel? Is that possible? Or is this the same background as the page? Because that's really impressive. So no, it's like, oh, it's the same background as the page. That's sick. Are you seeing this? Yo, yo, amazing. Sam, you're killing it with the backgrounds, man. Okay, so yeah, so redesign. First off, the front and back bookends, good stuff. Has information for like 2 seconds apiece. Fantastic.
Yep.
We will carry on from there into Kaiba. Has the title up the entire time. Is fine. I'm a big fan of throwing like 80% opacity, kind of like dark rectangle behind the title, because A, it looks good, and B, it guarantees it's always readable. Just sort of like a small detail thing. Everything else looks great, so this is very, very kind of polish-oriented feedback. As far as I'll turn it down a bit. I liked the sound design on this opening bit. It's cool. I like the bird scream. All right, it's good. And the cut into the next was like fine. But yeah, I'll start with this one. And cool, yeah, the whole real-time synth in pure data. That's awesome. Huh? Yeah, it's cool. Whatever my taste, says Joey. Oh, I'm frozen. Frozen again. Something's going on with Vimeo. There we go. Yeah, it's cool.
I thought in the middle section, the Little Nightmares.
Yeah.
I thought I heard some music coming in. We all know my feeling on music.
What's your feeling on music, Matt?
You shouldn't have music in a sound design reel.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, sure.
And I like the call out that like, hey, I did this real-time synthesis in PD, and what it was. I didn't feel like I could hear the kitchen fan at any point. Like it wasn't a focus to me.
Yeah, it was like just part of the ambient elements or something.
Yeah. So kind of like I love that you did it, and I just sort of like want it called out more.
Yeah.
So that I can check it out.
Yeah, yeah. Because yeah, part of it is like a lot of people will probably stop at like, oh, neat, you have interest in that area, that's cool, and they stop there. And then others would be like, well, let's hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it might be worthwhile to show that elsewhere or something. Maybe you do. I don't know. Let's see this. So you have, let's see other stuff. So personal reels, design reel, university reel. Oh, what's this? Let's see this one. Pure data max synthesis for alien isolation. Yo, let's watch this. Here we go. You see it there, Matt? I'll mute me again. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and go. Joey. Carson. Yeah, cool. All right. I think that your work. Oh, sorry. I should stop. I'll unmute myself first. There we go.
Hey,
Do you watch it?
I lost a bit, so I skipped around it a bunch.
Okay.
So I didn't watch it straight. Something about that Foley on those like potatoes just grossed me right out.
Carson loved it.
I'm not
food
saying
looks
like
so
that was a
good.
bad thing at all. It was just oh yeah.
Leek and coriander dumplings are top tier. Thanks, Omega. Okay, yeah. So I think that there is some okay design in there. Like Elite Dangerous was okay.
Yeah.
Again, film stuff, so whatever. But you could put that Elite shot in your main reel for sure. It's not bad.
Yep.
It's not like insanely good, but it's not. It's good. It's certainly good. Yeah. The alien shot was not as good. It was a lot more empty, and there was kind of a strange, in my opinion, there's some kind of strange focus in terms of what the listener is like. What's the most important to the listener? Because I mean, it should be. Oh, sorry, that's the wrong one. It should maybe be obvious, but when something's important to the listener, you make it louder. And with this shot in Alien, the main thing we're hearing, I'll play it right now. There you go, Matt. So what are we hearing now? Bam, 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 bam. So right now the focus isn't this light. I couldn't stop looking at this light. It's just so, okay, Sam says, I mostly included that reel on my site to show progression as it's 1 year old work now. Well, keep in mind, I didn't see a date at any point when looking at this site. I could see it, I suppose, if I looked deeper.
Yeah. So that sort of brings up a question. How do you feel about showing progress, like on a demo reel site?
I don't really care that much personally. Well, I think the progress that I see the most is when somebody, for example, applies to Power Up Audio, and we're like, stay in touch, kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't really want to hire you right now, but I'm always happy to see like what you're working on. So feel free to get in touch. I was like, give that very diplomatic response, and most people don't.
Yeah.
They get rejected and go like, and walk away and never come back.
Yeah.
But occasionally we'll get a response from somebody being like, hey, it's me again. Here's some new stuff I did. And showing that progress is extremely good because it shows that you're driven and motivated and you follow up and all these things. And if it is better, then it shows a capacity to learn on your own, and it shows a capacity for improvement. And of course, if I'm going to hire somebody, you're kind of an investment, unless you're just like a 3-month contract thing. But if you're an investment, then if I'm thinking like not just hiring you now for this current project, but like hiring you so that you can be helping us for the next 3 years, then seeing that capacity for improvement is really, really important. However, I don't really care to make to draw conclusions from two different things on one site, because right now I can say very, very clearly that one video is better than the other, but I have no concept of why that might be.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of feel the same, that I mostly care how good you are right now, because that's what I need, is something right now. I definitely see there is some value to showing your growth in that you can grow, and some people might be able to extrapolate from that, like, oh, okay, he learned this much in a year, cool. But I think it's much less relevant than just how good you are right now.
Much less relevant. Way less relevant. I think that it comes back to the whole, you get 1 minute of my time, so show me, what do you want to show me that 1 minute?
Yeah.
Like maybe a minute, maybe. No. Cool. Well, I won't tear apart your alien one then any more than I already have. Collaborative insight. What's insight? What is this? Oh, it opens some stuff. Additional sound. Design. Recorded, designed assets on a volunteer basis. Rocket launcher, PC, greenlit. Let's see it. What is this? It's from October. Quite recent. Buy and sell skins for cash. Oh, sorry, man. I'm playing for you right now.
No worries.
seen enough. It's really dramatic. Okay. Well, is there any possibility of like isolating the things you did for that? Because if it's stuff that you are currently working on professionally, then I guess on a volunteer basis. But regardless, it's still like for
it's a game
thing
that's coming out.
Greenlight,
So.
yeah. That's not nothing. And showing you're working on things that aren't just redesigns or just because you're interested is really good. Saying that I'm currently working in a team is really good.
I find the term collaborative a little odd. I wasn't sure what to expect.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, this is a game that's coming out. You're working on a game. Cool.
100%. I thought perhaps it was like a collab for music or like collab for, I don't know, just some project that you were working with somebody else. But to say like, I mean, I guess that I collaborated with Ryan Clark on Necrodancer. Like, I guess that is an accurate statement. But
it's accurate. It's just a little odd, and I think leaves people wondering what to expect when they click through.
Yeah.
As opposed to like commercial game or games.
Yeah, you could just have like more, just put more here, and then have Insight, Design Reel, University Reel in one section, and I'd be fine with that. Like that wouldn't be strange to me at all.
Yeah.
What's an other? Field Attraction. Yeah, so more film stuff here. So Sam, do you want to work in film maybe? Because there's a lot of film stuff on your site. It's like half or more. So just when I see specialized in game audio, are you kind of just putting it all out there and seeing what sticks? Because that it can work, but I definitely like if I'm looking to hire for a game audio position, then showing like if I have your site against somebody else's site and your game audio stuff is like generally kind of on par, but their site is like focused in game audio, I'm probably going to lean towards them because they seem like they're more committed and they're kind of all in, So I'm curious kind of what your position is with that. Anyway. Okay, cool. So I'll go back to criteria really fast here. Criteria. So Sam says film stuff is really padding until I've finished more game audio work. Okay, cool. We'll finish more game audio work. Just do more redesign stuff. Do more of whatever you need to do to get the film stuff off your page then. Because if it isn't like relevant to what you want to be doing, then it doesn't really tell me anything. And it's kind of the same thing as like when I mentioned the whole if your demo reel is full of mobile game projects, but you want to work on like the next Call of Duty or something, then you should do things that indicate you want to work on the next Call of Duty. Because otherwise, I will say, sweet, you want to work for King.com, and that's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, that's a cool job to have, but like it's not going to get you the job you want.
Yeah. Make the reel for the job you want.
Yes, just like dress for the job you want.
Yeah.
Make it real for the job you want. And if that means just like taking a month or taking 2 months or taking a week and just slamming out some redesign work on something new and then fill out the last 7 seconds you have in that minute and maybe killing off the film thing or just making it half as long even. Just sort of keep your full spectrum of your site, just keep kind of moving that slider to the right and have it all game audio eventually. Okay, cool. So as far as content quality, do you have any thoughts on like the quality of the game stuff in the main reel, like the Little Nightmares and like the?
I thought the Little Nightmares was the better of the two.
Mm-hmm.
The voice stuff, right? The voice stuff was from the original game. I felt like the voices from the original title in that Guilty Gear stuff kind of like outshone the combat stuff. The combat stuff wasn't as like big and punchy as I expect a fighting game to kind of be.
Yeah, I definitely thought I was like, damn, these voices are sick. I was really impressed at first until I like looked down at the title. I was like, oh, it's the original assets. Okay, fine.
Showing the implementation though, I really liked that part of it.
That's
like,
awesome.
I like showing the profiler and that you hooked it all up and everything. That was cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it one more time. This is the last bit. I'll play from the Little Nightmares through just to kind of refresh ourselves. But here's the. Yo, more ambience? Yeah, the voices really carry it. And for some reason, it keeps crapping on me, but whatever. You could probably, I mean, there's no music in this shot. There's a bit of ambience, but it's like a little bit of a light air, and that's it. But in the background, we see these, like, sparks flying and stuff. So you probably could throw more in there just because it is redesign. So you might as well fill it out. You can do whatever you want. Anyway. But yeah, I think that the fact that the voices are outshining your work is... It's not like the worst thing ever, but it's kind of what Matt and I both thought independently.
Yeah.
It was what caught my attention. I wasn't actively thinking that, wow, these voices are outshining the design work. I wasn't thinking that, but the fact that my focus was on the voice work is maybe a problem because it's focused on somebody else's work and not yours.
Yeah. Yeah, my ear was drawn more to the voices than it was the combat stuff. I kind of had to go back and watch it again to hear your combat sounds.
Yeah, word.
I will say Little Nightmares didn't have too much ambience. So, win for that one.
Yeah, look at this.
It's good. It's good.
Super good. Yeah, I liked it a lot. Too much verb for Joey's tastes, but I like it. I think it sounds cool.
Yeah.
It's like ridiculous, but it has style, and it has a lot of. It's very much its own thing. So good for you. And distinction. Okay, so the wise thing is cool. The work itself is quite good. The site, good backgrounds on this video. Good backgrounds. Actually, so sick. I love that kind of thing. It may sound like a joke, but that kind of attention to detail is like really, really hireable. That's huge for a company like PowerUp, for example. Like we do all kinds of like silly shit that is not going to affect the bottom line probably, but just makes for a better product. Like there's tons of sounds in Towerfall that probably like 95% of players have never acknowledged, but those 5% that do go to their buddy and be like, "Have you seen this?" And it's crazy, and then it starts conversations, right? So this kind of thing, the fact we're talking about this background right now, is like, this is gonna like stick out of my mind probably. Like I will probably talk about this background in a later real talk.
Yeah, there are times in which that maybe it isn't just your straight sound design, but something is going to call attention to itself and get people to remember stuff. So maybe Kevin's not going to be like remember exactly what sound design he heard, but he's going to remember this part. And he's going to come back to this site at some point because he's like, "Oh, I remember Sam's site had this cool thing about it."
True.
So
absolutely true.
Every little thing that can be memorable, you never know what's going to help trigger somebody to come back.
Yeah, word. Okay, I think that's probably it for now. If you want to drop that link of yours in the chat, Matt.
No, I'm going to get it.
Not
ready.
Go find that link. Sorry, I'm springing on you. I'll give you one more little round of applause for Sam and Harold. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks so much.
Ooh, claps all around.
I think I'm going to ditch because it is the USA-Canada Juniors game
hockey game watch
starting now.